Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a posse. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beak your feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me, but tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune.
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Here's the three. The rebound by Turner. Here's Indiana. These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Here's Holmgren. And that one is off. Good D by Siakam. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. The kick out to Williams. Releases. Jump shot is good that time.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. Left side, Turner to the paint. Indiana needs to get a shot on. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Oklahoma City. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game. Especially on that first option, taking it himself.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now, here's Halliburton. Misses in close. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Halliburton. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. Turner's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Goes up again. Holmgren can't hit.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Good on the triple.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Halliburton with the bucket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. For the 3. Another miss by Holmgren. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Neesmith can't get it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 1. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made a... enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
You had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Indiana trailing here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And Toppin throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Screen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Shot's good by Walker.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
On the wing, Williams. Outside, Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Dort. The 3-pointer off the mark. Halliburton in the corner. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Halliburton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Pass to Toppin. The kick out to Walker. Mathurin for 3. Dort grabs the miss. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D. Now, here's McConnell. The 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Here's Dort. The shot from the low post is good. Dort's got 5.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 1. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Back to Nembhard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Mitchell. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Nesmith. Caruso, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
Now, here's Siakam. He has yet to score. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Caruso. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Indiana out in front. They're up by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And so here is Indiana. It's a one-point game. Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. Turner for 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Mitchell outside. Down low. Here's Caruso. Good work defensively by Turner. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Caruso, no good. Here's Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass. Halliburton's got 9.
Great job that time by Halliburton, staying under control. You know, sometimes you can get a little overzealous when you see the floor wide open. He was right in rhythm.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. The tray kept alive. Hartenstein.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Pacers leading by 3, and it's Halliburton missing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so here is Indiana. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's stolen by Jordan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mathurin. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Nembhard's got 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now, Nembhard. He has 5. Back to Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana moving the ball around. Over Williams. Off the left rim and out. Oklahoma City trailing. For the tie. Williams can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the Thunder with possession. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it to tie the game up. Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pass to Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Dort left side. It's a tie game in Indiana. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
The Thunder, 29.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter. What is still anybody's ball game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. To take the lead, and it's good on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Thunder.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Over McConnell. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And here's Walker outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. To the middle. And Walker throws it down hard.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, you feel those bucks over here.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Pass to Wallace. And he drops it in from the low post.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Outside, Walker. Back to Halliburton. Inside. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Oh, stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And a new group in here for the Thunder. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. The message was simple. Keep fighting. Coach told his team, we're in this. We just need some extra effort. Let's go. See if they can come back. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Here's Turner. A shot. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. No good on that.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Now, here is Halliburton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. It's to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Banked in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Out to Turner for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Siakam. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Now, here's Halliburton. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Fires the 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. .44 seconds left in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Niesman. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Driving inside.
Halliburton just too good for the defense there. Great tenacity and physicality on that drive.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. So he gets them both.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. It's in!
You allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
I think this comes down to whether they want to go for 3 to win it or send it to overtime with a 2. I think either way, it's going to happen off the inbounds pass, and they need to get a good shot, 2 or 3.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Dort. Williams inside the line. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Indiana with it. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor from the foul.
Here's Nembhard. Good work there as it goes. Nembhard's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Pacers. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Turner with the screen. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Pass to Nembhard. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
Screen by Hartenstein. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now, here's Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Down low. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Siakam. Yes!
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, good on the triple. And it's the Pacers' ball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Halliburton. It falls.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the...
Stranger holding me. No misleader. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hardly on me, that's the president. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and call me back for business. Cheese, man. Wanna feature me, man. Get my phone like I know, man. Saying Tigo, we gon' pay your fee, man. You know I can do this for free, man. Understood. Got a bag on you, I could do it. Otherwise, music on the chewers. On my dolo, made it happen. No excuses. Spilling knowledge at my noggin, I'm confused. Living legend, don't confuse it. Got that work and then I moved it. Put that to the music. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm right around with Forgiato on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Me and cash changer holding me. Take no misleader. I can get it a lot of time. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around and call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the...
We'll see the New York Knicks and the Denver Nuggets. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Gordon outside. Screen by Gordon. To the inside. Towns with a rebound. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Porter pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Good work there as it goes.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
It's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Jokic. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And here's Brunson. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot.
There's just no stopping Jokic on the inside.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Nikola Jokic again. Jokic has got 8 points.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Brunson misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Jokic. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Denver now. Here's Jokic. Give him 8 points now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal foul.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. 6-point lead. Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. It really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Right side, Anunoby. Porter with the steal. Outside Murray.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
13 foul.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals, along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Now here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. The baseline J. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. And the Knicks with the possession here. They trail by 7.
We know Towns is an excellent perimeter shooter, but I like seeing him assert himself inside, too.
Westbrook with it. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk of the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Shot's good by Towns.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Westbrook into the lane. Outside for Porter. Back to Westbrook. The Nuggets need to get one up. Fires from the wing. Porter's shot is off.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Brunson. And a miss there on the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And here's Westbrook. Outside for Porter. From deep. That one no good. Knicks trail by 5. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Now Westbrook. Outside for Porter. Lets the three fly. Another miss by Porter. And here are the Knicks now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Towns on a screen. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Now a timeout called by Denver. The Nuggets lead by 3. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes.
Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Towns for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Lets it go from 11. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 5. Anunoby on the wing. Outside Hart. Gordon with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
For 3, Bridges. Gordon pulls it in. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. And stolen by Brunson.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Towns, that's good.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter. When your goal is to get him a three, Towns can make those pay dividends.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Puts it up off the inbound. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Brunson rushes in. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Count the basket. Jokic has got 14.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Pass to Brunson. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Murray scanning the floor. Got a hand on it. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
Pass to McBride. Back to Achua. Oh, deflected. Payne with it. To the middle. Left side McBride. Clock at 4. Over Murray. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. McBride's got his first 2 points. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the strike.
Left side of Chua. Pass to Dadier. Outside Payne. Outside Robinson. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Screen by Gordon. Now here's Jokic. For 3. Rebounded by Payne.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Achua. Here's Dadier. Misses the three. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Jokic the screen. And here's Gordon. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Pass to McBride. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Can't get it to fall. Denver in the lead. Here's Porter. Here's Jokic. He's got 16. Jokic finishing through the D.
Well, Jokic is such a terrific decision maker. He's brilliant in his skill level, but he also has great vision as a passer.
Pass to Achua. Cranked it in off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now here's Murray. Now here's Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Such a threat to score. Jokic taking advantage of the defense, being a little overzealous that time.
And the Nuggets will go for a different look here.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
McBride can't get it to go.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Westbrook taking his time here. Back to Jokic. All sorts of time. That shot, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets. He's been productive scoring the ball.
29.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's Denver now. They lead by 4. Westbrook with it. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Pass to Brunson. Inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets lead by 4. Westbrook outside. The shot misses. Hart with the defensive effort. Oh, it's stolen away. Westbrook outside. To the middle. Here's Chanchar. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Westbrook.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And though he let one get away, he pushed this to a 2-possession lead.
Here's Brunson outside. Brunson from way downtown.
3 points.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted, and that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Westbrook with it. Hard covering. Here's Jordan. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
That free throw no good.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Brunson, defended by Murray. Back to Anunoby. Towns. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second.
It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you could see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Knicks trail by 5. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Back to Brunson. Outside Hart. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Over Towns. And again, it's Denver missing. And here's New York now. Trailing by 2. Bridges outside. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to Bridges. Now here's Brunson. To take the lead. And again, New York with the triple.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
There's 53 seconds left to the 4th. Jokic in the post. And falls!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Hart. To the left side wing. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rebounded by Denver. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Fires the 3. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.